watching that. You watched the tape?
Yeah.
Game?
Yeah.
What were some of your takeaways for that one? Your performance, the offense?
I thought the offense actually played well. You know, they dropped guys deep, and basically they just made us take underneath stuff the whole game, which we were fine with doing. And we marched down the field every drive, actually. But, you know, the one thing we took away was just turnovers. We got to stop those.
It seems like a lot of your turnovers this season have been in UCLA territory. Is there something particular you can do to curb that, or is that kind of?
No, that's just where they happen. I mean, where they may be. So, you know, if I or we can, you know, stop those from happening in that specific part, you know, it gives the defense such a short field to work with. You know, obviously we don't like turnovers in the first place, but when they happen, we'd rather have them at the far end.
Is that something you've seen a lot of teams doing, kind of dropping a lot of guys back to take away that deep ball for you?
Yeah, I think, you know, this year with as explosive our receivers are, we see a lot of teams now drop 8 and max drop, and, you know, listen 4 deep and the corners are bail, and, you know, that's what Cal was doing, and they did a great job doing it. Made us take underneath route, and, you know, teams are going to make us take the 5-6 yard throws to go down the field, and that's sort of what we've seen teams do a lot recently.
That's what Oregon did too.
Yeah, same. You know, they'll keep, you know, the 3 with their 4 linebackers around to try to keep the run fits, but then once you drop back and pass, everybody's dropping back. So, you know, it makes passing that much more difficult when you got that many people dropping in coverage.
As a quarterback, do you have to consciously think, like, you know, I can't gamble as much down the field, maybe I have to check down a little bit more?
Yeah, that's sort of what you start realizing. You know, you also start realizing, you know, without pressure and stuff like that, you have more time in the pocket when they're only rushing 3. So you can sit there and hold it a little longer. But, you know, when they drop 8, you have to figure out where your windows are, and, you know, it's such small windows, and then you have to learn how to check it down and just take what the defense gives you.
Does that create opportunities in the screen game, specifically the play to Paul at the end of the first half?
You know, stuff like that, it really helps, you know, when you got, like I said, all those guys dropping, to be able to, you know, dish the ball down the ball and have 2 blockers in front of them, you know, it creates teams for us.
Does that feel like respect for your arm? Like,
it does in a sense, yes, but also, you know, we got to be able to run the ball, which we've been doing effectively when guys are going to try to stop the pass. You know, we have to be able to run the ball effectively. So I think we've done well at that in these past couple weeks.
In those short passes and running the ball, how much has Paul just kind of opened up the offense in that way?
Huge. I mean, when guys have to respect the run game, you know, it creates those alleys, you know, those short 5-yard passes that we can get. And, you know, you can move down the whole field taking those. So, you know, if we got to, that's what we do.
You don't fumble much.
No,
usually.
Not at all, man. Yeah.
Coach said there was, not to help you get an excuse, but he said there was something with your sleeve.
Yeah, you know, I don't like placing excuses on anything. You know, obviously I don't fumble a lot, and I rarely fumble. But this game, you know, it came out twice, and they got the ball once. Caleb got it the second time, I could have scored. But you know, like I said, if it's the sleeve, if it's, you know, me just carrying it, you know, whatever that may be, obviously it'll get fixed.
You're supposed to call that a shovel pass. Yeah.
I know that could have been more.
Not playing without that brace, did that affect you? I mean, fumbling or anything?
No, not really. The brace, you know, I wanted to sort of get rid of it, and this is the first game coming back, so, you know, always coming off of an injury, it's a little different, you know, mindset to make sure that, you know, it's where it needs to be, but I felt real comfortable without the brace.
You said when you put it on the first time there was an adjustment. Do you have to readjust the previous adjustment?
Yeah, no, I guess, but not really. Just because in practice for the past week, I've been wearing just the compression sleeve, and for last game, I just put a brace. So, you know, I've sort of been trying to adjust back to without the brace for the past week or 2.
How do you feel Connor and Malcolm did on the blind side?
They did really well, really well. Connor is, I mean, he's amazing, and you know, Malcolm at guard and stuff like that. They look really nice, and I mean, they're playing their butts off. So, you know, they did a great job for us.
Cool.